If power only worked through force, every society would collapse overnight. The reason they don't is because power learned how to borrow belief. We assume authority comes from coercion, that laws are followed because someone is watching, that order exists because punishment is close. Remove force and we expect obedience to disappear. But look closer. People comply even when no one is enforcing. Rules are followed even when punishment is distant. Order persists without visible force. Something else is doing the work. This isn't fear, and it isn't deception. No one is being threatened. No one is being watched. The system isn't forcing behavior, it's being enforced internally. Here's what's happening: power doesn't disappear when force pauses, it defers enforcement. Instead of punishing every violation, authority relies on shared belief, the expectation that rules ought to be followed. Force becomes a backup, not a constant. This is the mistake people make. You think authority only works when force is present. That belief fails because enforcement doesn't have to be continuous. It only has to be credible. The correct belief is this: power often survives by borrowing belief instead of using force. Say it plainly, or the rest won't land. This is legitimacy. Legitimacy is borrowed power, authority enforced by belief today, backed by force tomorrow if needed. That's why most systems don't look violent most of the time. This is why legitimacy works. It's cheaper than force. It scales better than punishment. And it turns obedience into routine instead of resistance. People enforce the system on themselves because they expect everyone else to do the same. But borrowed power is conditional. It only works while belief holds. Once people stop expecting rules to matter, legitimacy collapses quickly. Not because force vanished, but because belief did. You thought authority came from force. That belief fails because force is rarely used, and systems still hold. The correct belief is this: power survives by borrowing belief until belief runs out. You'll see this pattern everywhere: in governments, institutions, money, and wealth itself. And once belief is doing the enforcing, power becomes portable. That's when authority turns into wealth. That's where History 23 begins.